Hi, welcome to my vlog post of the week. Today is Motivational Monday. Yesterday I was with my dear friend Holly, was taking her graduation pictures in the heat, unseasonably hot, like 98 degrees. This old folk got tired. So today I'm vlogging. It seems pretty appropriate that I vlog on a Motivational Monday. Last week was productive. I was purging the house, cleaning the garage, purging the shed, getting rid of stuff, spring cleaning, and also getting ready for my beloved brother, cuz Frank, for his visit with us this week. My Living 49 project kind of fell by the wayside. I was still doing things daily. I think I missed one visual journal and one art making one day, but I did do most of it. My blog posts were not intentional. I discovered that I can blog, on my phone via the WordPress app, and so I decided that unless I'm traveling or I can't get to a computer by midnight, that's my deadline for everything, I'm going to blog on my laptop or my desktop, because I feel that when I do on either one of those devices, my posts are more heartfelt and more full. So in general, I felt uninspired, not really motivated creatively, just kind of going through the motions. So today when I woke up, I prayed up for all those above to give me inspiration, to give me motivation, to give me some signs that I am in the right direction with my life in general, but also, most importantly, with all my creative endeavors. And I got up, I had my cup of joe, or I made my cup of joe, sat in front of my laptop to check Facebook, which I always do. How to find out what's going on in the world. I know what a way to find out the news, but also to find out what's going on in my tribe all over the world. I found out that my dear friend Lonnie lost her mother on Saturday, and she wrote an amazing memorial to her, which I might post. I'll have to ask her about that, but I can post it on my blog tonight. And then I texted my BFF, my best friend, Gay, to see if she knew about it. And she told me an hour before I texted her, her brother's wife passed away. Her brother's wife had complications from, I believe, brain surgery, and Lonnie's mom had been ill for a while. And also Gay had mentioned that one of her husband's friends died from complications from a motorcycle accident yesterday. So that's 3 in 3 days, and it just hit me. I'd hate to say that those were the signs, but I have to believe that they are, and it's a wake-up call. And particularly the last 3 people that passed away before the present 3, that's 6 in 3 weeks. If that's not something that wakes you up, I don't know what is. I texted my BFF and said I don't want to waste my life. So what more of a better way to start Motivational Monday, or a week, or just to get me out of that funk that I've been in the last 2.5 weeks. And there's three things that I want to share with you. The first thing that that really hit home to me, of the 3 that I found out that passed, that I don't want to leave this life not connecting with people who may not know how much they have meant to me, this journey, my life, this particular journey that I've been on. I can think about 5 people that I want to reach out to before it's too late. I mean, we never know when we're going to go. I mean, I could go after I turn this camera off. But I'm still here. I still have the chance to let these 5, maybe a little bit more, but particularly these 5 people, how much I love them and how much they've meant to me, even though we may have gone our separate ways. And to also apologize to these 5 for things that I feel I may have wronged them in any way. I don't talk on the phone, people know that. I answer texts, so I probably won't be calling them. But I'll either be writing them an actual letter, with a stamp, putting in the mailbox, or an email. And whether or not they respond, that is, neither here nor there. It's more for me to let them know. And I give myself a deadline of before my birthday week, before I turn 50, to reach out to these 5. And I may document, if they do reach back to me, I may document either vlogging or blogging, I'm not sure. And also, what hit home to me today is that I've been vacillating between finding stable work and my creative career, my creative endeavors. I have to, of course, make a living. We all do. But I've been going back and forth about being creative and making a living. And why can't I do both? And I think I alluded to some vlogs ago, or maybe last vlog, about meditating and about, maybe not about manifesting, but definitely about meditating. When I feel anxious, because I've been feeling anxious and restless the last 2 weeks, I want to say 2 weeks, about those 2 things that I've shared with you. This week I'm going to make a more conscious effort to meditate when I start feeling the pull between the 2, because God would not have put those 2 dichotomies in my life, in me, if it wasn't meant to be. I would love to have them merge together, but for right now, they are separate, and that's the way it is. So I want to get into the conscious practice of meditating, so I can approach those 2 in a more calm and clear manner. And manifesting, simple. I have a job I love. I have a job that I can live off comfortably. I have a job that's going to get me to the UK in December. Just hearing that, speaking it out to you, sounds affirmative, sounds positive, sounds like I have it. Whether, on the flip side, I'll never get that job. Oh, I'll never get a job that I can live off comfortably. Oh, I'll never get to the UK. I am consciously, that's going to be the word in this vlog, intentionally going to get those thoughts out of my head and say affirmative. Yes and yes. Hard for me, just because of the way I was brought up and just of me in general. My life before, my life 5 years ago was not positive, so it's going to be hard work, but I'm going to do it. And because of what happened, when I found out that happened this morning, I'm not going to waste the rest of my life with the what ifs. It's going to be yes. And in following with my creative endeavors, my creative career, I'm sitting in front of a banner from my second art fair, in London. And I found this while I was cleaning out the garage, and it's never been hung up. I've never unfolded it and put it where I could see it every day. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. That is the greatest motivator to get me going to get me believing in that I am going to have a creative career. I'm going to have a creative career overseas. I'm going to have it in the UK. I'm going to have it in London. I had it before, but the thing is that I cannot compare how it was before to where I am now, because basically I'm starting over again. I had 7,000 hits on my blog a day. People knew who I was when I introduced myself in mixed media circles, what have you. There was a dialogue, there was an energy between me and my creative tribe at that time. I want that back, but it's going to be different. I can't think of all the hard work. I have to have it come from my heart, where all that from the past came from, and the universe and all that. It was a flow. It was easy. It was a flow. And when I start to get back up into here and compare, that's where I stop. That's where I stagnate. That's where I second guess. If it comes from here and if I let it go, if I put it out affirmative to the universe, it's going to come back. So that is something that I've decided to do when I found out about the deaths this morning. And lastly, how I just alluded to, that I've been feeling agitated and restless and at times angry and upset. I gotta let all the little things in life go, and particularly with, it sounds so silly saying it now because of what I found out about people passing, but why did they text me back? We've made plans to get together and we're not able to do it, and everything happens for a reason, and I have to learn to let it go. I mean, I have the greatest gift coming to me on Wednesday. My beloved cousin Frank is coming to visit me on the way back to his home in Hawaii. Doesn't have to do that. My beloved friend Kat, I mean, we Facebook message once in a while. I just sent her a package, and I just found out it's in Poland now where she's at. But the fact that I can instantly talk with her in another country, those are gifts too. So the little things that happen in my day-to-day life, that I may not have planned, or that go against, I don't know, what I want to happen. I gotta let that go because they're not meant to be. And these major things, like my friend Kat in Poland and my beloved cousin Frank visiting me, those are the things. Those are the gifts that I need to hold on to. So I'm going to live in honor of those that passed the last 3 days, and I want to thank them for indirectly motivating, inspiring me to make the most of the life that I have now. And hopefully my blog post will reflect my journey, my conscientious journey, my intentional journey this week. And as always, if anyone ever wants to chat with me about what I talk about in my vlogs, or give me insight or feedback, please leave comments or email me if that's a little bit more private. But if not, you guys have a great week, and see you next Sunday.